Well, good morning from the National Weather Service in Raleigh. This is Jonathan Blaze with our Thursday edition of a weekly weather briefing for the central portion of North Carolina. Thanks for joining us. We have a couple weather systems coming up during the next 7 days. But first, a weak system that moved across the area and the southeast last night has moved offshore. We got some chilly high pressure building into the area for this afternoon, and that will continue into tonight. Another cool night tonight with lows, I guess, in the upper 20s to lower 30s. But another storm system will be developing over the Gulf of Mexico as we head into tomorrow. You can see that on our surface map, just the beginnings of it showing up here today. But as that storm system develops on Friday, it'll track across the northern Gulf and then make a turn kind of up along, but just off the southeast United States coast. That weather system will spread an area of rain across the south and into North Carolina during the afternoon and evening on Friday, with a rainy and chilly and generally just yucky Friday night. And that weather system will begin to move offshore as we head into late Friday night and Saturday. There was some signs earlier in the week that might turn into a big snowstorm for the Northeast and New England, but looks like the storm's going to move kind of out to sea and won't get really cranked up till it's kind of away from those areas. For our area, as the storm departs on Saturday, we expect drier weather to move in probably mid to late morning, it looks like, with the rain moving from west to east. Probably be some residual cloud cover for much of the day Saturday, but expect mainly dry conditions by Saturday afternoon. Dry weather is expected on Saturday night and Sunday as cool high pressure builds in and sets up over the southeast. But the next weather system will begin approaching in the form of a large cold front that'll stretch from Canada down into the Gulf of Mexico on Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll get maybe an initial shot of some light precipitation on Tuesday, then probably a lull for Tuesday night into early Wednesday before more widespread rain moves across the area from the west and southwest later Wednesday into Thursday. So if we want to look at any thunderstorm potential, not surprisingly given the time of year, we don't have any severe weather expected, although there could be a couple isolated thunderstorms right along the immediate southeast coast of the Carolinas. That's in relation to a slightly warmer and perhaps a little bit more unstable air mass down in that area. But for most of us up here, we won't hear any thunder and just the drops of some fairly decent rainfall amounts on Friday evening and Friday night. Speaking of rainfall, the precipitation forecast for the next 7 days. For today, we have dry weather over us. As we head into Friday and then into Saturday, that weather system will produce the most significant rain across the coastal regions and southeastern parts of the Carolinas. Locations like Goldsboro and Fayetteville may get an inch, maybe even a little more than an inch of rain out in those locations. Rainfall amounts will decrease further away from the storm system as you head into the Piedmont, and especially into the western Piedmont and foothills. Locations out in the Triad may only see a half inch of rain or so with that system. The air mass over us, while it will be cool, won't be cold enough to support any non-liquid precipitation, so no wintry weather is expected with the storm, although temperatures on Friday night will be well into the 30s across much of the area. The rain departs as we head into Saturday, and dry weather is expected for Sunday into early Monday. Just a little bit of light precipitation across the western parts of the state, but essentially will be dry on for the bulk of Monday. And then on Tuesday, we get a little bit of precipitation come across us, but more significant rain is likely to occur on Wednesday. But the combined outlook for Tuesday and Wednesday suggests another half inch to inch of rain may be in the offing for those periods, with perhaps even more significant rain actually after that as we head into Thursday, maybe later toward Friday. So stay tuned for details on that. We'll obviously have much more information on that weather system as we head into next week's Monday briefing. Looking ahead for the 6 to 10 day outlook, warmer than average temperatures are expected across the eastern United States. Continuation of kind of a pattern we've had for much of this winter. Note that it's going to be colder than normal up in the Alaska area, and it's pretty typical if it's below normal in Alaska, then portions of the continental United States, especially the eastern continental United States, may be above normal. There may be some indications as we head toward the end of this period, perhaps the middle of February, that pattern may break down, and we may actually get a chance of some colder weather. But stay tuned for details on that. And the 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook shows just a slightly greater than even chance of a little bit more precipitation than normal. And given the pattern, that makes sense as well. So no obvious indications of a widespread Arctic outbreak or wintry weather threat as we head into the first week and even the first 10 days or so of the month of February. So putting that all together in a summary for the weather through the middle of next week, fair and cool weather is expected for this afternoon and tonight and into tomorrow morning. Maybe a few breaks of sunshine tomorrow morning, but clouds should rapidly increase. And we expect rain to spread northeast across the area during the afternoon in places like Albemarle and Wadesboro, and perhaps reaching the Triad toward the evening rush hour. Probably won't get into the Raleigh area till just after dark, we think. But it'll be a rainy and chilly Friday night, so if you have outdoor plans on Friday night or going out for a movie or for dinner, it's going to be a pretty yucky night. The rain should taper off from the southwest to northeast on Saturday morning. Looks like dry weather expected as we head into the afternoon on Saturday through at least early Monday. And then the next weather system approaches on Tuesday with more widespread, perhaps significant rain expected from Wednesday into Thursday. And just another note, no wintry precipitation again is expected across central North Carolina during the next 7 days. Temperatures will be close on Friday night, but we do expect above freezing surface temperatures and no threat of wintry weather with that. Let's see, that's it for our regular weekly briefing. I'll go ahead and pause the recording